Now, if you're just joining us, Jess Hilarious is here, and it's time for Jess Fix My Mess. And we got Chris on the line. Chris, what up, Chris?
What's going on, Envy?
Now, Chris,
it
says you got 3 baby mamas?
Yeah, man.
Good luck with your question, brother.
All right, so basically, I got 3 baby mamas. You know, I do for my kids, do everything I'm supposed to do as a dad, but they still interfering with my marriage that I'm in right now. How I go about that?
How are they interfering with their marriage? Are you interfering with them?
I mean, no, not necessarily. I try to keep the conversation as minimal as possible, as long as it's concerning the kids, you know.
Okay, so you are faithful to your wife?
I am faithful to my wife. However, due to, you know, recent events from the past and me not being faithful, I guess, with my baby mamas, they assume that the same situation applies with my current wife.
Yeah. Oh, with your current. Oh, so they must be used to running every wife away. They run everybody off. Huh?
Yeah, they run everybody off.
Okay. Now, are they friends? Like, do they deal with each other? Is this like
Not
the
at
baby
all.
mama club, or they don't like each other
No.
either?
Nope.
Okay, so this is I actually been in a situation. I was the girlfriend to a guy who had this situation going on, but ain't nobody run me off. This I just left. You pretty much made this bed for yourself by dealing with all 3 of them, because it seemed like you didn't cut them off, and now that you do want to cut them off, their regular scheduled programming, they can't change how they've been operating, because you didn't nip it in the bud when you were moving on in other relationships. So,
I mean, I get that, but you know, my thing is this: here it is now. We grown. I had my kids when I was 17. I'm 30 now. You see what I'm saying? So, after a certain point in time, you got to grow up and understand that things just gonna be what it is, right?
Yep. And I think as long as you keep 100% communication open and being honest with your wife about what happened and why your baby mamas are that way, you and your wife should be good.
I hope so.
She don't know them gal from Charleston though.
No, definitely don't know.
You know this person?
That's that Geechee in their voice. That he can.
He know it from Charleston. I can hear that.
Yeah, I know one thing. I don't know what you sound, but I know you don't sound no 30, sir. Are you sure?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yes, he sounds very wise.
All right. Well, thank you, brother. Now, Jamel.
Huh?
Hey, Jamel. Time for Fix My Mess.
You all right, Jamel? He said, huh?
I'm all right.
He in trouble. What's going on?
What's your question for Jess, bro?
All right, listen up. I just want to. What do you think I should take a girl on a first date? It was this list. It was a list out on Facebook. It had all these different restaurants.
Oh Lord.
You shouldn't take out a girl. What should you think I should take a girl out?
Well, how old are you, sir, first, so I can tell Jess?
I'm 26.
All right, Jess.
Hey, what the hell? Where you from?
I'm from Scranton, Pennsylvania.
Oh, okay. I know that's right. All right. Well, cool. I honestly feel like you should cook for her, because to be honest, first
I mean, she got to come to the crib. She might not feel comfortable.
she gotta come to the crib
though. First date, come to the crib.
Okay.
I don't know. Well, listen, this is my thing, because I did see. I didn't see this thing on Facebook that you're talking about, but I did see outside of Chili's and Applebee's when I was over in Puerto Rico, and I know this is also in the States as well, that they have food that contains ingredients that will like make people get cancer and all types of other stuff. They actually have these signs outside of almost every restaurant now. Like, be careful. Okay. The food contains, we have some ingredients in our food here that contains chemicals and stuff that can promote cancer in bodies. So yeah, I don't think you need to take your girl. Take this girl nowhere. You can actually go take her to sit down at a sushi restaurant. I mean, that's like almost the cleanest way to eat, or you cook for her. That's it. Get an Airbnb so it ain't your crib. Set it up real nice and cook for her.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. He ain't know what to say, because that's for real.
Your baby try bowling, bro. Try bowling.
Yeah, go bowling, yeah. But I'm serious. That's a real thing.
I seen that with the foods that cause cancer, but it seemed like every food was on it.
Every food. It's every food. But they now have to put that outside of their restaurants, because that is true.
They would never do that in America, because they know it would F up the money.
Absolutely.
They know it would mess up the money.
Well,
'Cause you
800
go in the store and everything would damn near have
cause
something on it
cancer
that causes
or something that can cause cancer.
Yeah, well,
Lord,
Puerto
have
Rico
mercy.
is America, sadly. And that's
right.
where it was at.
Well, Jess fixed my mess. 800-585-1051. Call Jess right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious is here, and it's time for Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. We have Anna on the line. Anna, you there?
Yes.
Hey, what's your question for
Anna.
Jess?
Okay, so for Jess, my question is, I was with my son's father. Before he became my son's father, we were together when we was teenager. He is 4 years older than me, and he ended up going to jail for 8 years. I was riding it out with him, but I was also young, so I did live my life also, but always supporting him, being there for him.
Mm-hmm.
When he came home, we did get together, and which, you know, in hindsight, I'm like, I should have took my little time, but we got together, and he's been home now for 10 years, and he's cheated for the 10 years that he's been home. And I was giving him kind of like grace. I'm like, well, you've been locked up for 8 years. I know you know I was in a relationship while you was in there. So I thought he was getting it out his system. But the last situation, like, he had a side chick I found out for 1.5 years. She knew about me. She knew everything. And now he really wants to work it out. And I'm just like, I don't know. It's been 10 years. I thought you was going to change, and you haven't. And now you want to fight for your family. So I'm like, do I break my family up? Do I try?
Do y'all have, how many kids do y'all have? You said y'all do have kids together?
Yeah, we only have one.
Okay, one kid. Y'all, I think is no more there. I feel like once people finish playing and do whatever they doing, you know, they want something to fall back on, and of course that would be you, because you were there since day one and you actually allowed him to get whatever out of his system. I think that was just something that you told yourself because you felt guilty about getting in a relationship while he did his bit, but you were free. He was not. So had he been out, you know, maybe y'all would have been faithful to each other. Maybe it still would have ran its course the way that it did. I think you gave a lot to that relationship and you don't owe anything. And honestly, neither does he. I think that it's just that he don't have no more running to do. So now he wants to settle down. But you have a lot more life to live. Do you want to be with him? Be honest with me. That's the love of your life? That's the person you want to wake up with every day?
I honestly, I say it all. I'd be torn because I'm just like, I do have love for him. I told him, I'm like, you know, I'm not in love with you. I do have love for you. And then I don't want to compare my situation to anybody because everybody's household is totally different.
Yeah.
And sometimes I throw Charlamagne under the bus or anybody under the bus, but I'm like, you know, I've seen how he's changed. He had his little indiscretions and stuff, and, you know, he's now fully committed. He's stuff. So I'm like, am I trying to push that on him? Like, do I think that this is going to be his changing point?
Don't listen. Charlamagne also have money, and Charlamagne also, you know what I'm saying? Like,
money ain't got nothing to do with it.
No, I understand, but it's like, come on, don't let somebody else change in their life, you know, project on you. Like, no, because I just feel like no, it's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. There's other things that kept her there too. Charlamagne wife, other things.
I changed. What the thing that kept her the most is I grew and I evolved.
Oh, okay.
But I did that because I didn't want to lose my family.
You don't want to.
And
Oh, okay.
I saw my father make those same mistakes, and I saw other men make those same mistakes.
Right. And do you honestly? You're sitting here telling me I'm not in love with him. But you do have hope. You have hope
that he will change.
That he will change. Well, in the meantime, until he does, like, he needs to work hard to do that.
Absolutely.
You've never made him work
right
to
now,
do
this
it.
is the first time that we ever did. Like, we just started counseling literally 4 weeks ago. We go 2 times. We do 2 times a week, and we're being as transparent. Like, it's not like I'm giving him hope. Like, oh yes, this is what I want. I'm like, listen, I want to see if we could work through this. He's being more transparent. So it's just a hard situation, but I do value your opinion.
Right. And if this is what you waited 10 years for, or 10 years plus for, then I'm all for you making a decision to do that, if that's what you really want in your heart.
All right, Jess.
Check back in. I'm serious.
Anna.
Check back in. Call me in a few weeks, girl, because I want to know what's going on.
Oh, no, I damn sure will.
Thank you, boo.
Alrighty now. Ask Jess. 800-585-1051.
No, it's not. It's Just Fix My Mess.
Just Fix My Mess.
But it's Just Fix My Mess. No, ask Jess.
But you got to ask Jess, too. All right. Well, we got rumors on the way, Jess. What we talking about?
Oh,
and make sure you subscribe to Jess Hilarious' podcast. No, this is important. If you like Just Fix My Mess, you should subscribe to her podcast, the Carefully Reckless podcast, on the Black Effect iHeartRadio Podcast Network, because she goes in depth fixing mess on her podcast.
In depth,
yes,
man.
absolutely.
In depth, not depth.
I go in depth, but he got the list, so they couldn't understand.
You go in
They
depth.
go in depth.
You know what
I said, they ain't going in depth now. All right.
Yeah, Jess with the mess is next.
Yes, Jess with the mess is next. DJ Jazzy Jeff recalls Will Smith trying to cut his cast with butter knives.
The whole cast?
We'll be back. Yes, that's what it said. Cut the cast.
Why would you want to cut somebody?
Look,
we'll find out when we come back.
We know how Will get down.
Jesus. All right. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up early in the morning. The Breakfast Club.